Okay. How do I start this off? So today I have a guest
Hello.
who wishes
Hello. Hey
who wishes
all. My food's done. I'll be
who
right
wishes
back.
to remain anonymous. So she will be off camera, but she will So basically, I was thinking about the whole Carlee Russell case. This chick lied about her own kidnapping. And it was a silly story to begin with, but the fascination, I think, was the speed in which traditional media picked it up. And I feel like it's that way with a lot of things that are happening, not just here in America, but globally. But when things like this happen, you have to stop and ask yourself, what aren't they talking about? What is it that they're not addressing to the public right now? Again, not just in America, but globally. There's a whole lot of fuck shit happening. Speaking specifically of this past week, that is when FedNow launched. And I know a lot of people have questions about FedNow. What is it? Why is it? It's not anything to be afraid of right now. It's something to be afraid of in the future. For example, the reason why FedNow is a thing is because it's the government's response to apps like Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, things like that. Because people that may get paid for services that the government doesn't know about through these apps, they're likely not reporting that income on their taxes. So the government wants to make sure that it knows where everybody's money is and make sure that they get a claim on it. FedNow isn't necessarily right now geared toward regular everyday people. Right now, it's geared towards businesses, right? So if one business is doing business with someone else, say let's say a construction company, right? Construction company is building townhouses for the government and they need to get paid. And because maybe their construction workers get paid daily. So it says, okay, give me my money. I did such and such work today. I don't know how the construction companies work, but if that's the way that they work, give me my money, government. Government says, okay, we've already taken the taxes out for you and everything. Make sure you file, you know, and then everybody's able to get paid instantly. There are 35 banks that are already partnered with FedNow. So if your bank is one of those banks that are partnered with FedNow, it's not an app. It's not anything that you have to download. It's not anything you have to get.
It's like the FDIC.
Right. It's already working behind the scenes. So in Wells Fargo, can you send Wells Fargo account to Wells Fargo account?
Yeah, Zelle.
Huh?
Zelle.
Okay, so with Wells Fargo, they work with Zelle. And so you can send money from Zelle account to Zelle account without surcharges and penalties and stuff. So it's already doing it. It's just going to say, okay, so you want to send your money from Wells Fargo, don't do it through Zelle, do it through FedNow. It may say, okay, we're going to go through this certain system, but it's FedNow. So you say, okay, I want to send this person with Cash App some money. Then they'll say, okay, well, Cash App needs to be the whatever bank is over Cash App. Cash App, Sutton Bank needs to connect with FedNow. And once they connect those two accounts, once they link those two accounts together, then boom, pow, you have it. I understand the kind of freak out that everybody's having right now because the same thing happened when chips started going into credit cards. The same thing started happening whenever credit cards were issued, and that was the thing. People were mark of the beast. Everybody was freaking out over that. People were freaking out whenever cash was introduced because we were going off of the gold standard, and you would give notes, not cash dollars. There were notes. This is how much percentage of gold that I have in my bank that is now yours.
Wait, was it real gold in their bank?
Yeah, people had actual gold.
How?
It's yours. You
No,
get it.
where did they put it?
In vaults.
So then,
What are you not
I didn't
getting?
know that.
What are you not getting?
I didn't know that. I thought that they just like had the gold.
Who had the gold?
The people.
Well, yeah, you can go to the bank and be like, "Hey, I bank with you guys, and I have X amount of gold."
I thought they just kept the gold like in their house.
Some people
Or
did.
in a safe, not the bank, and then like I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Some people did because they weren't trusting these new systems that were, happening, or if they were an outlaw or something, then
I thought they would just shave off gold and then put it on a scale and
Wow.
then give it to them for
No,
that
dude,
amount of
like,
gold.
and that's how you get like medallions and stuff like that. They just melted that gold down. Like, okay, I have a whole brick of gold. This brick of gold is worth $15,000 in 1700s money, right? So I have the option to tell the bank, "Hey, bank, melt this shit down into, like, I don't know, equal it out to 1,000 coins. Figure out the math." And then they'll just do that. And then boom, there you have it.
And all those coins are in the Federal Reserve now. No.
I don't know. Because it's funny because like that's what was happening. There was this whole big thing about how the banks, the Federal Reserve, like shortly after it became like a public thing here in America, they literally were trying to go after people's assets. They sent out notices like, "Hey, turn over your gold so we can give you this cash. Turn over your gold, otherwise you're going to be fined."
Okay, whatever.
Google it.
I don't care. That's stupid.
It is stupid, but that's why people are free. The people that know about that type of history, that's why a lot of folks are freaking out about it. But what we have to understand is that it's going to take a while before we even get to that point. It's going to take a couple of years or something major like a pandemic, in order for the government to step in to say, "Hey, this is what we're doing now." I also find it interesting how things like AI are becoming more and more advanced, and how the government really, really, really wants to, and kind of sort of needs to. I see the need for it, but the government really wants to be able to regulate AI. So, what does that mean for the Fed now? Does that mean that they're going to somehow implement that? Okay, so when you have an account with FedNow, will they be able to know what your socials look like, your social media looks like and stuff? Will they be able to know your every step? Sure. If they wanted to track us, they can track us, okay? We all have tracking devices on us at all times, be it telephones, tablets, computers, desktops, TVs that you can just pick up and move from location to location. They can track us if they really wanted to. Okay, I've got a doorbell camera, I've got an Alexa. They can track us if they fucking wanted to. So, but this makes them able to track us a lot easier, make it a lot more streamlined. And if you get AI involved, that's less people that have to keep secrets. We've been having a lot of issues with whistleblowers here these last couple of years. That's an issue. That's a problem. How do you fix that problem? You take people out of the equation, plug in AI, and boom goes the dynamite. So I feel as though, again, this is all just a major, major, major distraction. Um, as far as like Carlee Russell and Travis King, even I know I spoke about that on my podcast last week, but I feel like they're somewhat of a distraction to keep us from looking into what the fuck is actually going on. Biden recently made a $1 billion purchase that nobody knows what it's for. Nobody knows what he bought. Nobody knows where the money is now. We just know that he made $1 billion purchase. That's a little sketch. I feel like that should be covered on CNN. I feel like we should know more about that. I feel like we should know more about the fact that Ukraine is bombing the fuck out of Russia right now. And I know that's what everybody was wanting, right? Everybody wanted Ukraine to get the upper hand. Well, now they're getting the upper hand and they're not being showcased as the underdog. We all love an underdog story. That's why we've been giving them billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. And so now that they're gaining higher ground, what's next? What does that mean? There's a lot of fuck shit going on over there. There's a lot of fuck shit going on in India. There's a lot of fuck shit going on in Israel. There's a lot of fuck shit going on in France. There's a lot of fuck shit going on globally. And I feel like these little stories, oh, a girl kidnapped herself, like I feel like it's entertaining. I'm not going to sit up here and say don't listen to it because it's damn near impossible to just not listen to it. It's entertaining. This chick, the black girl at that, black women don't do crazy shit like this. So when you see a black woman and it's like, well, something's got to have, she's something, there's some bit of truth to that. And I still have questions about that case too. Like if you didn't go to the Red Roof Inn, like the lawyer said in the letter, if you didn't have any help with this escape plan, then where the fuck did you go? Because I know your ass didn't stay the night in the woods. She wasn't in the woods by herself for 49 hours. When we have things like Airbnb, if you don't want to drive, we have Lyfts, we have Ubers. I don't understand. So I still got questions, major, major questions. But that's, again, it's designed to distract us. It's designed to say, look at this, look at this, look at this, look over here, while you don't see what my other hand is doing.
It was that's behind the chair.
Huh?
It was behind the chair.
You get on my nerves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I feel as though there's going to be, again, well, I don't know if I said this before. I don't think I said this before. But I feel like there's going to be some sort of event that's going to happen that is going to allow for not just the American government, but governments all over the world to be able to manipulate and have some type of control over everyone's finances. And that's the thing that we should be afraid of. That's the thing that we need to start preparing for. The world isn't going to collapse because of FedNow in a week. It's not going to happen. But the next time that a global catastrophe happens, like a COVID-19 situation, perfect. Here's a conspiracy theory. Them fucking wildfires, and I get that it's wildfire season, and I get like there's, wildfires are gonna happen around this time of year pretty much everywhere. But Canada's been on fire for like what, the last 3 months now? I don't know how long Canada's been on fire. Now, whether they've actually been on fire or not, if it's actual smoke that is reaching all the way to Tennessee and beyond, okay, what's in that fucking air? How is this affecting people that have asthma? That's a common upper respiratory issue. What's going to happen with people like is this, are we going to start seeing effects next year? Are we going to start seeing effects this winter? That's an upper respiratory issue that, and it doesn't necessarily have to affect upper respiratory. I'm just saying, here's an example of some shit that could happen. Oh, there's wildfires all over the place and they're lasting longer into the year. We're not prepared for this because of global warming. Hey, everybody stay inside. Oh, you're not an essential worker? Cut off your FedNow shit. You don't need no gas. Stay at home. You have delivery places like um Uber or what the fuck? Like Amazon. Amazon delivers everything. Everything. They could be essential workers. They could fix it to where, okay, if you want to drive and you want to do some deliveries and whatnot, you have to do it only in the Amazon truck. These people that are able to make deliveries out of their own cars, maybe they have to put something inside of their car to notify, like, hey, this is who I am, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm doing. Cut your GPS location on. And if you're not where you're supposed to be and doing the shit that you're supposed to be doing, boom, it cuts off. It'll be so easy for shit like that to happen. And I feel like I hate it whenever people talk about movies and compare them to like real life. I hate that shit. It's like, oh, they're telling us in the films. They ain't finna tell us shit. They're not going to willingly tell us anything. But I feel like a lot of directors and producers, they kind of like see where the state of things are going and make very realistic things. So bringing up Sacred Invasion on Disney Plus, like, I hate how very fucking similar all of this shit is. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of fuck shit going on. The whole premise of the show is so that one group of aliens can bring about chaos. No more spoilers of after that, but they're trying to incite chaos around the earth. It kind of feels like that's what's happening. I mean, like, people have always been crazy and people have always done fuck shit, but and a lot of people say, oh well, it's because, social media and we now have more media outlets, so it just seems like it's a lot more. But people have always been terrible, evil, horrible, no good, very bad people. Yeah, I can see that to an extent, but it's been especially ridiculous outside. There's entirely way too much fuck shit. And it makes me think, like, okay, what's really going on? And who the fuck is Carlee Russell? Is this a sleeper cell type of situation? Like, I don't get it. Maybe she thought at one point in time, this really did happen, but that was just an idea that was planted into her head while she ran off and did God knows what for 49 hours. Who fucking knows, man? I know it sounds far-fetched, but what do you think they were doing in the Cold War? They wasn't just sitting around playing chess. They wasn't just sitting around crocheting blankets and shit. I'll tell you that. So I feel like we just need to pay a little bit more attention. Yes, I know this stuff is entertaining, but open your eyes and look around and see what's really happening. Do you have anything to add? Okay, that was loud.
Sorry.
Do you have anything to add?
Mm-mm. The Carlee Russell thing did get very far fetched though.
What did you think about the Carlee Russell situation?
Sherry Papini.
Did you know she was lying immediately?
No, I told you. I posted it when she had lost posters
I know
and
you told
stuff.
me, but you gotta tell the people.
I thought it was real. I saw lost posters. I was like, ooh, let me share this because this is missing. And then 2 days later, they was like, she's home. She's fine. We don't know where that little white boy is or them white people that she's talking about being kidnapped by. So we can't say it's a hoax. And then yesterday they were like, hey, it's a
It's a
hoax.
hoax.
So I really just feel like she wasted my time. And I'm never going to stop and help anyone ever else again in my whole entire life. So
That's another thing too. Is this instilling in people subconsciously, like, let's not help anybody? So that way the next time something real serious ends up happening, nobody's gonna help. Or worse yet, the next time something really crazy ends up happening, like someone getting kidnapped and they are able to escape, are they gonna be able to report it? Or would it be in the back of their heads? Are they gonna just, like, I have a wild kidnapped story, but nobody's going to believe me? And then in turn, would that make it easier for people who are looking to traffic other folks? Like, would it make it easier for them to do that? Because it's like, well, because of Carlee Russell, now ain't nobody gonna
and
believe.
Sherry
And
Papini
Sherry Papini,
and that boy.
Rudy Ferrari,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, is that what's going to happen? Are they making room for? Are they trying to? Is this a construct to make room for traffickers to come and do their shit? Girl, I don't fucking know, but
Good.
could be.
Maybe.
Maybe. Possible. Possibly.
Probable.
Probably. So, um,
um
don't do that.
that
Don't
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 do
do that.
that. I hate you. So JFK came out and he was, or not JFK, fuck, RFK came out and he was like, "Yo, if y'all let me president, I'll
Who's
tell y'all about the
RFK?
RFK, Robert F. Kennedy,
Oh.
JFK's nephew." So he come out, he was like, "Y'all let me president, I'll tell y'all about the aliens on the first day," right? And I know that that was just kind of like, to get some sort of attention or whatever. But he's gonna be the RFK is gonna be the Alex Jones candidate, the one that's like kind of brings about comic relief.
RFK Jr. tells Joe Rogan he's aware CIA could assassinate him like his uncle.
Mm, yeah, see that I feel like that whole conversation right there, that was like, hey, look at me. I have this tie, this relation, or whatever. Because John F. Kennedy's grandson came out and he was like, "This nigga full of
Grandson for
niggas.
president.
Be cool, don't get your bitch ass trunk. Ain't talking elephant. I been killing shit for too long. I'm like a veteran."
I don't think that you should. I think
But
this should all be
anyway,
deleted. I want to watch Security Breach now.
okay. Well, I guess that's it for this video. Oh, this is what I've been working on. I'm not doing a video about it. It's a scrap project. That's my butt.
It don't match project.
This is about to be my favorite thing ever. And it's so warm. That's why I had it. That's why I had it while I was doing it, because I'm right in front of the AC and it's cold. And I just got a new microphone and it seems to be noise canceling, but I guess we're gonna find out in this video.